to using 2 circles, but the basic principle is the same thing. You just alter where your exits are going to be. So I'm just going to draw. I'm not doing any measurements, but for you, you have to make measurements if you want them to be accurate. So you just take whatever form that you're using first to practice, and then take the measurements of the lengths that you want. So we're going to work with 2 circles now. So let me fold this up so that I can get 2 circles at once. And remember that the look of your design is also determined by the kind of fabric that you use. A lighter fabric will give you more drape, heavier fabric will give you less drape and more structure, and so forth and so on. If you use organza will make everything stand, because organza is a light, strong fabric. And don't forget that you can always add quite a lot of things. To differentiate your designs from others. You can be using the same pattern, but the way you treat that pattern will give you a different look. So here I'm just going to make a circle. I did quite a lot of things. I think I did quite a lot with 2 circles. You see the pictures there. I always like to find the center, even if I'm not going to use it. I still find the center. Okay, so the interesting thing is that the more I do this, the more ideas I have on how to design with the different shapes, especially with this circle. There are just so many things that you can do with it, and it is for you to find out using the simple pointers that I've given so far. So I'm just cutting 2 circles at the same time, or trying to do that. Move this out of the way. Good, so that we can just see this. Okay, so now we're working with two circles. I'm just going to hold them together. So which one do we do first? Okay, so for these 2 circles, you can decide that you want, like I did for the shirt, that okay, you want it to be a shirt. So all this place, I'm cutting all this thing all this way down, and probably add a what do you call those things, plackets? Yes, I think they're called plackets. Add plackets at the side so that you can button them all the way down, or button them halfway, or whatever it is that you want to do, so the head is coming out of here. And then you can decide that you want your hands to come out of here, like in the other one, which I had the head coming out here, the hands coming out here. So this one had like a high neck kind of thingy. I hope you're following. And there are other ways, and just like the one I'm showing you now, I had one of the hands, one of the armholes here, one of the exits here. I had the other exit there on the other side. You see that? So let's do that, because that one was just a little bit more complex. So I'll show you exactly what I did. So since I had like a high shawl like thing at the back, I decided how high I wanted the back to be. So let's say this is my front. This is my front piece, and here is my back piece. Front piece and back piece. So on my front piece, I think I should turn it this way so that I can have a better understanding for it. Here I decided that I wanted my neck opening to be here on the front piece, but you can decide that you want yours to be on the back. But remember, if it's at the back, you're going to have you're going to have like something going directly under your chin or over your face. Well, that would be interesting in case you want to just cover part of your face with it. Okay, so we decide where we want our neckline to be. I've decided I want this high up at the back, and then I'll measure where I want my armhole to start from. Yeah, I think something like that. So I'm going to measure here, but I don't want it to be on the same line with the neck, so I'm going to take it down a little and draw the line for my armhole. There. As I said earlier, you can create your armhole, you can make it a circle, you can make it or you can decide to carry a block if you have the block, and then put your two armholes together and create your armhole line or whatever it is, or measure around your armhole and do whatever you choose to make your armhole for. But the basic concept is to create your armhole there. And because the second part of my armhole is not going to be on the same side as the first part, I'm going to just do this and copy it with a tracing wheel. Saves me time. To the other side. Voila. So my first armhole for the front is going to be, my armhole for the front is going to be on this side. My armhole for the back is on the other side. Now to cut out. This is my neckline. So as I said before, I can decide that, okay, maybe I want a v-neck. If I want a v-neck, create a v-neck. If I want a wider neck, I can always create a wider neckline so that I don't need any fasteners. So whatever it is, you create your neckline in the form that you want to, and then we're going to cut it out. So I'm going to separate this too so that I don't mistakenly cut through this. Remember that my neckline is in front, at least in front of the pattern piece, and my armhole is just on one side. There, so let me cut out my neckline. Great. So once done, this is what we're going to have. And again, here you can decide that you want your the rest of your body to come out through the bottom here, or you can make another opening here to change the silhouette of your garment. So as I said earlier, and I'm going to keep repeating it, you have to determine, it's on you to decide where you want all your exits to be. So at the end of the day, we're going to have that one. We're going to have the picture with the blue fabric. So for me here, for this one, I've decided that all the way here, I'm going to sew everywhere. I'm going to sew everywhere, all around, all around, all around, all around, all around, and leave enough space for my body to come out, for the body to come out. For the body to come out. And then depending on the kind of fabric you use, you see how it drapes, how it drops, how it creates like beautiful silhouettes. Going on to the next thing, using the same circle pattern. As I said earlier, you can decide that you want the head to come out there. You can decide that you want you can just alter, like here I have one hand at the back, one hand in front. You can have both hands at the back. You can actually have both hands in front. You can alter where you want your exits. I can decide that I want this one to exit here, so I will have like a nice drop behind and all that. So I encourage you to experiment and just do different stuff. Just different stuff, as much stuff as you can experiment. Just keep thinking, keep innovating, keep creating. I can also decide that I want to put like a belt all round, so I can put a belt and be able to cinch it. Yeah, it's going to change the look a little. Yeah, so I can decide that, okay, I just want the circle, and then decide to cinch in the waist, or just cinch in just the center part, so I have like a lot of drapes, I have a lot of things happening everywhere. I can decide that I want to put bias binding all round, so I have like a nice edging all round. I can decide even with one. Okay, here, like I was testing out some things. What I did was that I did a circle and I created the place for the sleeves, as you can see, and then I did some ruffles all around. I'm sure, you might have seen something like that. So that's how it was created. So here we put like frills all around it, so it created something really nice. So which you can also do, you can decide that, okay, we're going to put like frills from one point to another, anything, and then you can design it any way you can. So that's the basic concept of design thinking. Your design thinking, you just decide on, okay, where do I want my exits to be? If I put my exits here, what impact will it have on the drop of the fabric? And what kind of drop am I looking for? Do I use a heavyweight fabric, a medium weight fabric, or a lightweight fabric? All these things are the things that come into designing. And designing has to do with a lot with experimenting. That's why I encourage you to always experiment using miniature form, a small scale, so that you don't get all worked up and all discouraged and wasting fabric and everything, and you'll be encouraged to try more, because everything just comes out very, very, very quickly, and then you have an idea of what you should adjust, what you should move, what you need to do, what you want to add, and so on and so forth. So we'll move on to, we'll create something using three circles, so that you can see that it's not just, it just doesn't have to do with one or two. What we're going to do, creating 3 circles, you'll see, just click on the picture of the doll. I don't think it's Aduke that is wearing it, but one of the other dolls, I don't have a name yet, is is wearing it. So just click on that picture and it will take you to exploring 3 circles.